Let me repeat all that because I forgot to unmute. Welcome to STREAMADAY number 86. My name is John. We are playing some NASCAR 06 tonight. I'm an idiot who forgets to unmute his mic sometimes. It happens. And after about an hour or so of NASCAR 6, I'm going to be joined by my good buddy Justin for some multiplayer shenanigans. So yeah, anyway, back on track here. Welcome to those of you in chat. I'm sorry you're having a rough night at Lime. Hopefully you feel better. And yeah, we're gonna get started here. Switch over to this one. And voila. Alright, cool. So we are ready to roll. I know. I always forget something, right? I forget to unmute, or I forget to switch the screen thing right, or whatever. It's always something with me. But anyway, we good to go now, I think. Yeah. Alright, so, I was playing around, and since it was the throwback nostalgia paint scheme weekend, yes I did, I saw all the races, by the way. I did get caught up. But anyway, since it was the nostalgic throwback paint scheme weekend, I decided that I would try to mess around with some paint schemes. What I didn't realize was how limited the ones are for this game. So for Cup, I wanted to go, since we're number 28, I wanted to try to go for a classic Davey Allison paint scheme. Didn't quite have the look I was hoping for, but it is kind of limited, this game. But, you know, I tried. So, like, I forget exactly which year it is, but Davey Allison had the Havoline with the white front end and the red stripe and then the black, and this was as close as I could get to it. Like I say, limited choices in these paint scheme layouts. Yes, I did tweet out. I did tweet it out. Anyway, and then in the Cup side, I wanted to recreate my favorite driver, Tony Stewart's early paint scheme of his Home Depot car, and this was as close as I could get it. Not exactly perfect, but not too bad, not too bad. So yeah, that's what I went with. I'm not gonna mess with these two, but we went for a little throwback here with these just for this tonight's stream, and we're gonna have some fun with that. So yeah. But yeah, I guess I caught everybody off guard by starting a little early tonight, but I wanted to make sure that I was able to get in a decent session of this before Justin shows up. So, that's how things go. Thank you for subscribing, by the way, Nate. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Wolf Pack. And yeah, let's go ahead and select our event. We left off, we had done our qualifying here, so we can now start the Bristol Cup race. Let's do this. And as you can see, we've been doing quite well for ourselves. That's true, Lion. That is very true. Interesting statistic. I feel like my music's a little too loud, so let me adjust that. Tweak it a little bit. Alright. You guys let me know if the audio is balanced okay. Oof. Oh, God. Oh, a little contact there. Oh, Ryan Newman's mad at me, isn't he? I forgot. I think we have a rival. No, he's not mad at me. He's just being aggressive. Alright. Oh. Alright. Teammate Tony Stewart. Gotta give him some room. Drop in here. Oh, gosh. Alright. Car's not handling perfectly well. I'm the crew chief and you're the spotter. Okay. I have a feeling with the 20-second delay on the chat that spotting would be a bit of an issue, but that works. That works. All right. I don't want to get into Stewart here. Don't want to get into Stewart here. I want to make sure that we stay on good camaraderie levels. Oh, little contact because I clipped the apron there. Car went crazy. Sliding up the track. I gotta stop doing that. It's so tempting to dip down onto that apron, but it is deadly. It is scary down there. Don't go to the apron. I know. So, is the audio balance good? You can hear the car, engine, and music equally along with my voice. Yeah, I usually try to go a lap or two past halfway just to give myself a cushion, seeing how the ends of these races can go. Okay. Oh, little touch. We're underneath, and let's see. Can I clear him? I did. Sweet. And I hit the wall because I reached over to tweak my volume. I'm a dummy. Okay. I think we good though. Alright, so as I like to do in this series, I like to help my teammates out. So make sure that I have a nice solid lead here. I know Stewart's in third, so I don't really have to help him too much. Usually Leffler's the one in the worst shape. So let's go ahead and jump back to him. Wow, the game found it easier to just go forward rather than back. That's how far behind he is. So let's start working Leffler to the front here. At least for a little while. Down on that apron, it's dangerous, but you know what? The car was sticking, so I went for it. Ooh, there's a lot of traffic. Oh, contact with Dale Jarrett there. Don't like to get into a legend like that. Don't want to rough him up. Alright, we got to make tracks. We got to get to the front, or at least as close as we can, as quickly as possible. We'll bump to Shane Meal. He did not appreciate. Little bump to Kyle Busch, and he didn't appreciate it, man. Everybody's just mad. Chill out. Yeah, in NASCAR 06 and NASCAR 07, you have what is called the total team control, in which you can use your right stick to switch to your teammates. Which is why NASCAR 06 has long been probably my favorite in this series, just because of that. Plus you can race in all 4 series, which is sweet. Modifieds, trucks, nationwide, and cup. Pretty darn cool. But NASCAR 07 also has these same features. I just prefer 06 because it's backwards compatible with the Xbox 360, which means I get slightly better quality when I record and stream it. I'm not crashing people, I'm just bumping them. It's Bristol. What we do. So, where's Labonte? Did I get past him without even noticing? Probably did. Yeah, because he's not up there. I must not have been paying attention. Let's jump back. Oh, he's way the frick back. Man, how did I not see him? I'm not crashing anybody. Why are you saying that? I just give people a little bump and run and little rub now and then. Okay, now that was almost a crash. Save it. Saved it. I am getting a little too greedy though. Lime was right. Little bump. Scott Wimmer. Not anything that I care about worrying about because, like I said, it's Bristol. It's Bristol, baby. That's what you do. You give people the old chrome horn. The old a bump and run. The new Dale Sr. Hey man, it's short tracks. You gotta do it. You gotta do it at the short tracks. Everybody does it, let's be honest. The guys that win are willing to put the bumper to you. That's just all there is to it. I don't do it at every track. Whoa, okay, that was a mistake. I don't do it at every track, but definitely gonna do it at the short tracks. Alright, we're getting close to pit time. I may have gained about as much ground as I'm going to with Labonte right now. So let's actually switch things up back to ourselves. And start thinking about our pit stop, which is going to be here in a few laps. The others will be here. I just started a little earlier tonight. 30-40 minutes early probably for some people, what they're used to from me anyway, and just give them time, they'll get here. Alright, so we're in lap 30. I want to go a couple more laps just to make sure we're good on fuel. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. Did we pit on the front stretch or the back stretch? I think the front stretch. Yeah, definitely the front stretch. Alright. Out for these guys coming up onto the track. Ooh, wow, Newman. That was aggressive. Alright, let's go ahead and bring her on in. Alright, no damage. Didn't have time to tweak it too much. I have a few seconds to make up my mind. Alright. CJ Neer's here as well. Actually, according to my stats, there are 6 people watching right now, so there you go. Alright, so let's hope a caution doesn't come out and trap us a lap down. That would be bad. Oh, I almost caused that caution I was talking about. Okay, actually we weren't in jeopardy of going a lap down at all. And we came out behind our teammate. That's okay, I'm actually going to switch back. Try to help Labonte gain some more spots. Actually, he gained 6 spots. Whoops, on pit road. Or, yeah, during the pit stops. So good for him. I need to quit driving onto the apron like a lunatic, though. It's just the car grips so well that I just want to do it. I can't help myself. It's too tempting. But I am going to get too greedy one of these times and wreck. So let's not do it. Let's calm down. We'll run on Elliott Sadler here. Drop under Dale Jr. Yeah. Okay, we got Labonte up to 10th. There's Leffler up there still. Hanging on. We might have to help him a little more though, because he'll have a harder time maintaining just because he's got the obviously slower of the 4 cars. Okay. If you say so, Keezy. Alright, see you, Nate. Hope you get to drop by again. I stream every single night, and I also do NASCAR LPs. And I have a 3rd channel, Jonathan Wolf Racing, that I use for miscellaneous racing videos. So you should check that out too. Check that out on my channel tab. You can see what all channels I have. Alright. Get Labonte up here more securely. I know. I should be more patient. You're right. Hey, Bragger, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good night. Alright. Let's jump back and grab Leffler here real quick so he doesn't fall back too far. Want them all to get a nice top 10 finish here for sure. The memes. The memes. The memes. Whoops. Sorry, Edwards. Stop getting on the apron, John. Alright. Like to get underneath Biffle without him. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't want him to get underneath Labonte there. Whoop, whoa, hey. No contact. It's all good though. It's all good. Oh no! Made a little contact with Bobby there. Hopefully no hurt feelings. Alright, now we gotta focus on racing our good buddy Tony Stewart here. Whoops. For the lead. Oh, I think I got an opening here. And we are clear. Sweet. Alright, I gotta be careful though. Not just gonna roll over, he's gonna come back at me here. Get through some of this traffic and get a little space between us if we can. Be great. Aha! Mirror slots in between us, which is bad for Stewart, but good for me. Oh, look like he's giving him a bump there. He's like, frick you, dude. Getting in front of me like that. Let me rage at Bristol. That would be funny. Alright. Stewart clearing the lap traffic back there, but we've got a nice little cushion. You guys aren't giving us much room though, which is kind of annoying, but hey. They're fighting just like you would expect them to, I guess. Well, I hope my teammates hang in the top 10 back there, because I don't have time to go back and help them anymore. Now it's all about making sure we win this race. Ooh, I got a little sideways there. Petty, you are a lap down. Stop. What are you doing, you jerk? Okay. All good. We're fine. It's all good. Robin's racing. It's Bristol. It's okay. It's all fun and games until somebody ends up upside down. Okay. We've got 1.5 seconds. We're good. We just need to not make any mistakes from here on out. Bush blocking. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Yep. Indeed. Alright, taking the white flag here. Still being aggressive even though I really don't have to be. But why not? And winner chicken dinner. In our Davey Allison tribute paint scheme. which is not perfect, but it's as close as I could get in this game. Is the limitations of the paint schemes. Alright. So let's double check and make sure everybody finished in the top 10. Stewart held on to second. We led the most laps, which is good. Labonte 5th. Leffler 8th. Perfect. Good job, guys. Good job. John always wins. Indeed. Alright. Yeah. It's true. This is true. Be careful around our teammates. What's a phone call about? I don't care about no charity event. Get out of here. Whoop. We got a new challenge though from JJ Ailey. If you and JJ Ailey can leave a lap, the Sharpie Professional 250, I'll make sure you get a prestige bonus. Nice. Let's see if we can make that happen. It's not this race. Or wait, no, they're talking about this race. Aha, because Ailey's my nationwide teammate, not my cup teammate. Duh. All right, cool. I'm gonna skip the charity race though because meh. We're going to go right to qualifying for nationwide. Harvick won that charity event. Good for him. All right, let us get qualified. And at Bristol again, this time in our Tony Stewart tribute paint scheme. That's right, heck yeah. Chad always wins, even when he loses. Because reasons. Kind of weird how the schedule is kind of offset like that, so that I go to Bristol in the Cup, and then the next weekend I go to Nationwide in the Cup. That's kind of... Or Nationwide in the Cup, the frick. Bristol in the Nationwide is what I meant to say. It's kind of weird, but it's just how it works in this game for some reason. And we got the pole, so we can go ahead and one and done. There's no sense to run a second lap. There we go. Tony Stewart actually on the outside pole. It's very similar to last time. Alright, so I'm not going to mess with the setup. It feels pretty good. We're going to push on. Press it on, press it on. Hey Jacob, welcome to the stream. And yes, I did see your tweet. We really kind of moved away from Hypixel, but we might do it again at some point. Basically, we just kind of got burnt out as far as using it for a stream game and stuff. But yeah, we might revisit it at some point. All right. Oh yeah, qualifying for the Cup race. That's what it is. At Martinsville. I kind of had a feeling I was going to end up like that, so let's just go ahead and see you, J Near. Have a good one. And we'll just go ahead and where's this thing? Somewhere in here is the... Is it? There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. I'll be back up in a moment. Colin Rad, welcome to the stream. Oh my god. Why do you bother? I just barely noticed you and you're saying I gotta go by. Oh, goodness. You crazy. You're crazy, I say. You're crazy. His last name should be Always Wins. You know what? I love that idea. I love that idea. Probably not going to be true for NASCAR Evolution. I have a feeling I'm probably going to struggle. But let's hope you're right. And that name applies perfectly. That'd be great. Alright, Martinsville. A little bit of a different animal than Bristol. Much slower corners. Just the longer straightaways. You got to really get wound up for these tight turns. But pole 19999. Interesting lap time. Alright, let's one and done that. And Justin will probably be here in another 30 or 40 minutes, give or take. I'm going to be doing at least an hour of this because I promised it. So even if he shows up early, I'll be finishing out the hour of this. So let's say 40 minutes and just say that. And then if he's a little late, then I'll just keep playing this. Alright, anyway. Car feels good. Let's move on to the next race. Alright, gotta make sure JJ Yaley leads a lap. And I do too, of course, but that's a given. Get to drive our Tony Stewart tribute scheme. And qualified side by side with Tony Stewart. The irony of that is not lost on me. Yeah, Martinsville's tough in, well, everything's tough in NASCAR 15. We've got to be realistic about this. But, yeah. Alright. Get ourselves out in front here. Oh, careful. And we let a lap. Perfect. Now let's go find JJ Yaley. Let's not do it right in the middle of the corner. Put on exit so we get a little run off. Okay, dude, that was so uncalled for. Caution's out. See you, Lime. Hope you're feeling better. Have a good one, buddy. Freaking Hamilton, John Hamilton, what the heck, man? He's always been a thorn in my side, even when he was my teammate. Too early to pit. Wow. Get going at all there on that restart, did I? Alright. Let's get Yaley up to the front here. Getting risky on that apron again. So tempting though when the car has high grip like this at the beginning of a run. Alright. Go. Working our way up. Careful. Alright. It's fourth. And Kyle Busch giving my car a run up there. Let's intimidate him a little bit. Did not work. I cannot intimidate Kyle Busch. So I will give him the bumper. Oh, came off the wall there and hit me. Not intentional. People hitting pit road. Interesting. And to the lead we go. Alright. AJ Ailey has now led a lap, and we finished our challenge. So we're going to pit 2 laps after halfway, so it'll be lap 17. Go ahead and get our lead back though real quick. Be careful of traffic coming off pit road. There we go. Ailey, come back after me there. And let's bring it down at pit road. Okay, no damage. Come on, pit crew, let's go. Oh, looks like Ailey's gonna beat me off pit road. How about that? Looks like I'm gonna get up to speed a little faster. I'm gonna swing to the outside. Wouldn't stick. I was gonna try to power past him. But not everybody's pitted, so we are down a lap, so we do not want to caution here. That would be bad. And back on the lead lap. Perfect. Alright. There's Kyle Busch. I gotta run. Come back for the lead. Yeah. But Ailey pushed in the center of 3 and 4 there, and I left him behind. And taking the lead from Tony right there. Is Ailey gonna come through to second? He does. Perfect. I don't really feel like helping the other guys right now, to be honest, and there's not that many laps left. So I think we're going to be okay with where we are. Finish this race out in our car and pick up another W. For the sweet Bristol. That'll be nice. Our way carefully through this lap traffic. It's funny, I find myself lapsing into the mindset that I do when I record this game, in which, like, if nothing's happening, I'll just fall silent, and then I'll, like, edit out a little bit here and there just to make it run more smoothly and be more interesting as a video. But when I'm streaming it, I realize I should probably still be saying things. Because, you know, I can't edit it out. I'm just here. So, yeah. Hi. These lap guys are so aggressive. Then again, I'm being pretty aggressive too, considering the lead that I have. But got a fast car and I want to pass people. So, yeah. Get out the way. Car's getting a little snug as these tires wear. White flag in the air. Oof, got really close to that wall. Okay, guys, you're just making this hard on me, so I'm just gonna back off on that corner. And we win in our Tony Stewart tribute scheme. Heck yeah. Whoa, hey, that was close. Yeah. Alright. Nate. That's a Nate deal. That's what Bill Elliott would say. That's a real Nate deal. Alright, so how many laps did we lead? 23. Yaley led 3. Perfect. Where did our teammates end up? Hamlin 15th. Labonte 27th. Not great, but I'm less concerned about them in this series. I needed this challenge, though, so that's why we went to extra trouble. For Yaley. And yay, we passed the team challenge. Oh yeah. Alright, let's see. So we got ourselves this race at Martinsville. That sounds like a plan. Let's get this thing done. Let's see here. Alright, so you're in the front row with Tony Stewart again. This is three races in a row. And because I'm a good teammate, I think I'm going to let him go ahead and take the jump there. Take the lead. Lead that first lap. Whoa, let's be careful now. Let's be careful. Alright. And actually, since we're doing so well, let's go ahead and whoa, don't ride the curve now. Go ahead and jump back to Yaley, who's way the frick back here. I should have picked Labonte first, shouldn't I? To get him up out of the way. Probably. Oh, that didn't help Labonte. I pushed his brother up into him there. Sorry, Bobby. You gotta be super aggressive here. Like, there ain't no messing around. You just gotta go. You gotta dive it off in here, and you gotta bang doors and not care. See? Look at that. He wasn't even mad, though. He knows. Like, heck, it's Martinsville. I expect it. Oh, that curb. Pulling a Carl Edwards again. Whoop. Yeah. Gaining spots like it's my job. Well, technically it is, so. Yeah, I've done that before, bragger. Sometimes you gotta be a little devious to make up for things. It's okay though. Oh, McMurray. Or, I'm sorry, Martin Truex. That's who it is, Martin Truex. Excuse me. Alright, I gotta be ready to jump back and help Bobby now. So get Yaley, or, sorry, Leffler secured here in the top 10. And Labonte. Whoa, there we go. Whoa. Ooh, little wibbly bobbly timey wimey there. Oh. Bumped to Kenny Wallace, excuse me. Luckily, all these cars are pretty fast. Oh, bumping my old, or the car in my LP there that I drive, the 36. It's my car in the regular LP. Ugh. And underneath Harvick. Oh, that was not what I meant to do. Sorry, Harvick. That wasn't cool. That was pretty rude. Pretty rude, dude. Oh, and then Schrader too? That's just not even fair, man. On people like that. But that's what you get when you're this aggressive. You ruffle feathers. That's how it goes. Excuse me. Alright. Catch him up to Leffler and switch back and get myself out in front because so far Stewart has been leading the whole time. Whoop. Excuse me. Actually, let's actually help Leffler some more. Labonte should be able to hang in that top 10 spot there, and Leffler's pretty deep in the points if I recall, so he definitely needs our help. As far as I want to get them all in the chase, and I'm pretty sure Leffler was in a bad situation points wise, so I have to help him a little more, I think, today. Ooh. Excuse me. Gotta stop hitting that stupid curb, though. Alright. It's like working into some lap traffic up there. Oh. How did Edwards hang on to that? It tipped completely sideways there. Oh, hang on. There we go. Alright, working past my teammates here, including my own car. I don't want to rough them up for sure. Let's try not to do that. Ooh, that's gonna be risky. My car is not. Oh, give me an inch. Oh, I gave myself the boot there a little bit. That's pretty funny. Alright, well, go back and rescue myself in a minute. I'm trying to get Leffler out in front to lead a lap, get some extra points. Sorry. Alright. Close. Braked much sooner than I expected. Alright. Get ourselves up front here. Let Leffler get some bonus points. Now it's our turn. crossover move here. Careful, don't hit your teammates. Oh, well, hit John Andretti though. Whoops. Alright. Start thinking about pit stops here in 6 or 7 laps. Okay. Oh, that was close. Oh, Stewart's hitting pit road this time by a little early. A short pit, get an advantage, I guess. Still gonna go to like 32, I think. Dude. So determined to get to pit road, they just grind it all along me trying to get down, man. Well, he hates me, that's for sure. But I mean, frick that guy, am I right? Burton. Watch where you're going. Peel off the pit road when you're beside somebody like that's dumb. Do the John bounce while playing. Nope, I fell for that before. I'm doing it again. Oh, sorry, Elliot. I guess you didn't do it this time. Thought he was going to be coming down pit road. Alright, it's 32. I feel like it's time for me to start pitting now. Or time to pit, I should say. Alright, no damage. Let's free it up a little bit. We're good to go. See where we shake out. And it looks like... Oh, Martin's still pitting. I didn't see that. And he stayed out pretty late, actually. We'll get the lead back here. We should have a decent lead. Lapping Jeff Gordon right there. Yeah, like 4.75 second lead. Pretty good if I do say so myself is what I was gonna say. Yeah, I feel like that would be pretty dangerous though, Bragger. Hey there, Mark Martin leading in, then into, oh my gosh, Mark Martin, why did you do this to me? I feel like that really wasn't my fault. I feel like, yeah, he hit the curb and came up across me. Wow. Well, that erased that lead. Do I want to pit under caution? No. I don't. These lap cars are gonna make this painful. Oh, alright. Sorry, killed Jarrett. Okay. I feel like I should probably try to help. Oh, Labani, of all people. What's this I see about Justin going live? Didn't even pop by chat to tell me. What a guy. What a guy. Don't you dare, Kenny Wallace. Don't even think about it. Alright. Gain a few spots here with Labani. We could be 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be so sick. Actually pretty doable, I think. Excuse me. We're 1 through 4 right now. What domination? Domination nation. Sorry. Just keep beating them. Hey Justin. Alright. I can be done shortly, but I mean, I have no way of communicating that to you if you're not actually watching. I was just waiting to hear from you, dude. Okay. It's time to switch back up here and drive away. Echo, echo. Alright. 13 laps to go here. As long as we don't make any mistakes or have any more cautions to deal with, I think we can have a 1, 2, 3, 4, which is amazing. This car was absolutely unstoppable, I'll have you know. Maybe I shouldn't proclaim that with 10 laps to go, though. I might get stopped and then I'll be made a liar. Oh, got into Wimmer there. Oh, careful, Schrader. No. Okay, he didn't get any robbery points for that. Don't want to be enemies with Schrader. The cool dude. Hey Jeff Gordon, you got away with not getting lapped earlier because of Mark Martin, but fortunately for you, sorry, quite be that aggressive about it, but unfortunately for you, you're lapped now, my friend. Oh, Mark Martin's ticked off from earlier, but hey, he's the one that hit the curb and bounced across the nose of my car. It's not really my fault. He's not gonna make this easy on me either. I'm sure. Oh, look at him. He's wanting to get back into me there. Gotta get away from him while I can. Whoops. All right. Thanks for the liaison work, Bragger. I appreciate that. I just assumed that if he was ready, he would let me know. But all right, Harvick. Not washed up into him there. That would have been not good. Whoa, careful. Alright. White flag in the air. Just gotta survive a little bit more here. I really want to lap these guys though. Oh yeah, get lapped. Woot woot. Alright. Oh, contact. It's a tight space to try to do a donut, though. Alright. So did we get our 1 through 4? We did. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Labonte didn't lead a lap, but he came up to 4th. 20 laps for Stewart and finished 3rd. 3 laps led for Loeffler and finished 2nd. I dominated and won the race. Because that's what I do. Because that's what I do. Alright. Let's move on, shall we? We'll quickly look at our point standings, and then we will switch things up. Everything will be set up, okay. We'll quickly look at the point standings, and then I will switch games up and get on Discord with Justin. Alright, let's back out of here and look at the standings. Cup. Oh, Loeffler's higher up than I thought he was. He is now 6th in the points. Heck yeah. Good for him. He's destined to make the chase if we can keep him there. Alright, we have a 160 point lead. Nice. Nationwide, pretty nice. Got our teammates up here. Hamlin's in 7th. It's going pretty well. Trucks, doing well here as well. And modifieds. Cool. So next time we do this, what do we have to look forward to? We have a modified race, truck at Atlanta, and then Cup at Texas. Should be entertaining. Need to make sure this saves. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put up the BRB screen, and I'll see you guys in just a little bit.